Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Darian and today I'm going to be choosing my March TBR. So in March I am kind of participating in two readathons. The first one is the Tis the Damn Readathon, which is hosted by a bunch of people, but one of the hosts is Jan from Jan Agaton. So I'll leave her announcement video linked down below. Essentially it is a Taylor Swift themed readathon. Does that sound familiar? Maybe a little bit. But the way it's set up is really cool, so I am going to be trying to participate in that during March, and it is a month-long readathon, so I think I might be weekly vlogging again. We shall see, but I think that is the plan, so stay tuned for that. The other one, I can't remember what the name of the readathon is, but it's like a week-long readathon for the Magical Readathon, which is hosted by G from Book Roast, and I think I'm gonna try to participate in that as well, so I'll leave her announcement video linked down below as well, because I don't remember the dates. I think it's the second week in March, but I could be wrong. But yeah, those are the two readathons that I'm going to be participating in March, and I'm going to be figuring out how the books I picked today fit those prompts at a later date. Because it's hard enough to fit the prompts in my prompt jar. Speaking of my prompt jar, here it is. In case you're new here, every month I pick prompts from this jar and then find books that fulfill those prompts. But something that I started in January of this year is, instead of picking 5 prompts from the jar, I now pick 4, and then for that 5th prompt, instead what I do is I look at my TBR from the year before. So today I'll be looking at my March 2021 TBR, and I pick a book that was on that TBR that I have not read yet, and then that is my priority for the month. So just to update you guys, last month my priority read was Reaper at the Gates by Sabbath Tahir, and I did finish that, so I don't have a punishment. But yeah, so let's just get started by looking at my March 2021 TBR. Okay, so I don't remember anything from this TBR last year, so it'll be interesting to see what I put on it, but let's see. I'm scared. The first prompt, oh, I just remembered something. Now I will look at the first prompt. So the first prompt is to read a book with a number in the title. Okay, so I actually have a few, but the one I'm gonna go with is The Infinity Courts by Kemi Dawn Bowman. I was hoping to read. Okay, so I did read that last March, I think. I didn't love that book, but I did read it, so let's move on. Prompt number 2, please be nice, is just spit it out. Okay, well, the prompt I got is pet pick. So I'll have to film a clip after this of my cat picking a book for me. I think I remember. So you may release Tiger. Oh, you gotta eat him. No. No. Look, Tiger, look on the books. No. Oh, yay! Good job! Good job! Okay, so, oh my gosh. Okay, so Tiger picked A Lad's Away, and I have not read that yet. So that's definitely an option. And I kind of have a feeling that's what I want to pick, no matter what the rest of the books are, but we'll see, we'll see. Because I think it's a crime that I haven't read that book yet, so, but let's move on. Prompt number 3, if I can open this, is read a book with yellow on the cover. So the book I'm gonna go with for this prompt is When No One Is Watching. Okay, so When No One Is Watching I have read. I did not read it last March, but I did read it. I read it for the BookTube Showdown video I did, you know. I always plug that video if you want to check it out. But yeah, I did read that book, so yay me. So A Lad's Away is still winning right now, because it's the only one, but you know what I mean. I see the first word of this prompt is use. What is it? Oh, use a random number generator to pick a book. Interesting. I think okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use like the Google random number generator, and oh, but I don't have that. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do, because I did ask for this book for my birthday, which the day I'm filming this is the day before my birthday. So there is a chance that I will get this book tomorrow.
I remember this.
So this is what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so I do remember what happened. So you probably couldn't see very well, but the book that I landed on was Exile by Shannon Messenger, which is the second book in the Keeper of the Lost City series. And I picked another number in case I didn't get that book for my birthday, but then I did end up getting it. You can see it behind me, somewhere over here. So my official pick for that prompt was Exile, and I still haven't read that. So that is another option. I still think I would pick A Lot's Away Over It. They both start with E. That's interesting. Is it? I don't know. But yeah, I think I would pick A Lot's Away Over It, but those are my two options right now. So there's one prompt left to see. So by the way, I don't know if you can hear the wind outside. It is very windy today, so my apologies if it sounds like there's a ghost outside. I mean, maybe there is. Who's to say? Okay, last prompt. I'm scared. Oh my god, I think I know what it is. Okay. I have gotten this prompt before, I think in August, and it's shuffle your playlist and read a book that makes you think of that song. I don't remember.
I mean, it's a great prompt, but I don't know how well.
What I picked.
We'll see. I'll find a way to fit one of these books into it. Boop. Oh. Okay, can you hear that? So the song is Scared to Be Lonely by Martin Garrix and Dua Lipa. Okay, so the book I'm picking for this, it's a bit of a stretch, but I'm gonna explain how it makes sense, okay?
I don't remember.
The book that I am picking for this prompt is No Exit by Taylor Adams.
I don't remember how I made the connection for that, but again, I did read that for the BookTube Showdown video, so I did read that. Wow, that is really funny. Okay, so I think we all know
we all say true. Yeah, I guess
which book I'm gonna pick, so I'm just gonna go get it and let's talk about it. Okay, so my priority read for March is going to be A Lot's Away by Darcy Little Badger. I'm actually really excited that I am now being forced to read this, because this is a book I've been meaning to read since it came out, and for some reason I just haven't read it yet, and I have such a good feeling about this book. Like, it gives off such 5-star feelings, you know? I haven't even picked it up yet. But this follows this girl named A Lot's Away, and her cousin, I think, dies under mysterious circumstances, and I think she thinks that he was murdered, and so she's kind of investigating the murder. And she also has a ghost dog, and she's also asexual, and I've heard the ace rep in this book is just done so well. And this is also an Indigenous book, and I always love the storytelling in books by Indigenous authors, so I am just so excited to read this, like I said, and I'm just so excited. So this is my priority read for March, and if I don't read it in March, I will receive a punishment, but like, I'm gonna read it, okay? Like, the time is nigh. And I'm so excited. Okay, so now that that's done, let's start with our first prompt from the prompt jar. I'm gonna go with this one. So our first prompt from the prompt jar, but our second book for March, if I can open it. Okay. I was not expecting that. Okay, so the prompt is to use coordinates to pick a book from your shelves. So here's the problem with that, is that my books, like, this is not my only bookshelf. I have this, obviously. I have a bookshelf in front of me that you can't see. I have some books over there, except most of them I've read, so maybe I won't count that shelf. It's not really a shelf, but anyways, I have a bookshelf in the hallway outside my room, and then I have a bunch of books downstairs. So this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, I need to figure it out. Okay. So I figured out I have basically 11 shelves, and then on average around 20 books. What is happening outside? Like I said, it's very windy, so I apologize. But yeah, I have about 11 shelves. And then on those shelves I have about 20 books. So I'm gonna go on Twitter, and the first person who answers me with coordinates, I will go find the book. Okay, but also the problem, no, it's fine, because I did take some books out that I wanted to read this month, but the space they were on the shelves, those are empty, so I will count those spaces. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna go on Twitter. Okay, so I wrote, quick, I need coordinates for my TBR. Give me a number between 1 and 11 and a number between 1 and 20. So hopefully someone answers quickly. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is I'll pick my next prompt and then I'll come back and see if someone answers. Oh my god. Okay, so we'll pick my third prompt, well my second prompt, my third book, whatever. We'll do that first and then we'll go back to Twitter and see. And I guess if it's a book that I've already read, I will just pick a new coordinate. I don't know, oh my god. I completely forgot I had that prompt in there. But anyways, I'm gonna go with this one. I'm all like distracted now, oh my god. Okay, so our next, oh, this is chaotic. Okay, our next prompt, I need to calm down. Okay, so our next prompt for March, this is a big piece of paper, but that is read a book with a person on the cover. Excellent. Okay, so I had a few options, but the book I'm gonna go with is Blood Scion by Deborah Fillet. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but this is an ARC, obviously, and this book comes out at the end of March, I think. And first of all, is this not the most beautiful cover you've ever seen? I am so excited about this book. When I saw this was an ARC that I could request, I requested it immediately and I put it at like we were able to rank which ARCs we wanted, and I put this at number 1, partly because of the cover, because it's so stunning, but the book also sounded amazing, and also the author is Canadian, so. But yeah, the back basically says, following one girl's journey of magic, injustice, power, and revenge, this emotionally charged debut from Deborah Fillet, inspired by Yoruba Nigerian mythology, will utterly thrill and capture fans of Children of Blood and Bone and A Number in the Ashes. And I have not read Children of Blood and Bone, but I have read A Number in the Ashes, obviously, and I love that series, so I'm just very excited about this book. So I am happy that I could put this on my TBR. All right, so let's get back to Twitter. Let's see. Oh, Leah has come in clutch. So Leah has given me the coordinates 5 and 15. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be that shelf. So I guess I will bring you guys, I guess I'll bring my camera with me. So 1 second. Okay, so this is shelf number 5 that you guys never see. And the shelf is kind of messy, so let's just ignore that. But let's count to 15, shall we? Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh no! I've already read this book. Wait, let's count again to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ah. Damn it. Okay, so unfortunately those coordinates didn't work because I got to The Last Time We Say Goodbye, which is a book I have already read. So I am gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until someone else gives me coordinates. So we're just gonna go and pick our next prompt again, and we're gonna wait for someone else to give me coordinates. So this is prompt number 3, book number 4. We're gonna go with this one. Okay, so our next prompt for March is, ooh, read a book with sprayed edges. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I don't think this is considered cheating because I do have an edition of this book with sprayed edges. It's not the one I'm gonna read because I'd rather read the edition that I have without sprayed edges because I do like tabbing this series, if you know where I'm going with this. But I do have it, it's right over there. I'm not gonna get up and get it. So the book I'm gonna pick is A Sky Beyond the Storm by Saba Tahir. This is the last book in the Ember in the Ashes series, and since I did read the 3rd book last month, I don't want to wait too long before I read this book because there was a lot while reading the 3rd book that I just did not remember from the rest of the series because it had been a while between books. So I really wanted to read this as soon as possible, and I do have the Fairy Loot edition with the sprayed edges. So I think that counts because I own it. Like, it's not even that it exists, I do own it. So there you go, that's what we're doing. Okay. And this is the last book in the series, so I am very nervous to read this. Especially with how the 3rd book ended, I was not okay, so yeah. It's fine, it's fine, we're gonna be fine. So this is our 4th book. Okay, I still don't have another answer. So I also I texted Lisa and Casey. I also messaged the Discord for Sid's Patreon. So I just need someone to answer me. But while I'm waiting, I am going to pick my last prompt and then we'll get back to that other prompt. So, why am I using my left hand? So, this is gonna be our last prompt. Ugh, this video is so chaotic. Okay, last prompt. But I guess not last book yet because I still need, okay, anyways, last prompt. pull it together. Last prompt. Ooh, read a book with yellow on the cover. Does that count as yellow? I need to investigate. Okay, so this is a bit of a stretch, but I think this counts as yellow, okay? So the book I'm gonna go with is City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. I think, especially like the original cover with just Alec's body there, I feel like the background definitely has some yellow in it, so I think this counts. So this is obviously the third book in the Mortal Instruments series, and this is the book we will be reading for the Shadowhunters read-along in March. If you don't know, I'm hosting a Shadowhunters read-along with my friends Lisa and Casey, and the live show for City of Glass will be on my channel. I still haven't read City of Ashes yet for February, so stay tuned for that live show. It will be probably happening like the first or second week of March, because I don't think any of us have read it yet. But it's fine. I'm going to be reading City of Glass in March. So if you want to join us, you definitely can. We encourage it, and I'm very excited to continue the series. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to Twitter first. No one is answering me. It's fine. Why does no one want to help me? Let's go to Discord. Oh, 7. Oh my god. Oh my god. So many people on Discord helped. Oh my god. Okay, so this will be funny. So the first person who answered on Sid's Discord for her Patreon was Amy, and she said 7 and 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh, that's gonna be out in the hall. Okay, let's go. 7 and 13. Okay, so this is technically shelf number 7, so let's count. Oh, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, obviously I can't read this because it's the third book in a series, so let's try this again. Okay, the next numbers were from Low, and I have a bad feeling about this shelf. So she gave me 9 and 7. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Middle of a series. It's going great. Okay, next was from Heather. She gave me 7 and 7, so we're back to this shelf. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so we finally found numbers that worked. That took a while, but thank you so much, Heather. Well, thank you to everyone who helped me out here, but Heather gave me the first numbers that landed to a book I have not read yet, or that was not in the middle of a series. So that book is Watch Over Me by Nina LaCour. I am very excited to read this. I definitely was not planning on reading it in March, but you know, this is what happens sometimes. So this is a very short book, so I'm hoping I can get through it like fairly quickly. It's only like 260 pages-ish, and from what I remember, I think it's about a girl who like lives on this farm or something, and there's ghosts, and that's all I really know about it, but I've heard amazing things about it, so I am definitely excited to get to it. So this is my TBR from the Prompt Jar plus City of Glass, but the problem is I do have a couple other books that I need to / really want to get to in March, so hopefully I will be reading these plus a couple others, so let's talk about those. So on top of those books, I really want to get to Beartown by Frederick Bachman this month, because me and Sarah from Sarah's Shelves, we planned to buddy read this in February, and then time just kind of got away from both of us, so we didn't get to it. So we said, let's push it back to March, and I couldn't fit this in any of the prompts that I got. So this is definitely one that I want to prioritize in March, because I feel like with buddy reads, I often just keep pushing them back and then they never happen. So I definitely want to read this with Sarah, but this is supposed to be a really hard-hitting and sad book, so we all know I love that. It follows a hockey team in this small town, and I think there's a sexual assault case going on, so I've just heard amazing things about this book, and I think I've only read one Frederick Bachman book before, but I really liked it, so excited about this one. And then the last book that I need to read in March is The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. This is the Winers Book Club pick for March, and it is my pick, so the live show will be on my channel, and I am very excited about this book. It is a mystery. I don't know if it's a thriller, but it's definitely a mystery. It's about this woman who her husband goes missing, and he leaves her a note that just says protect her, and she is assuming he's talking about his daughter and her stepdaughter, and her stepdaughter have this kind of like rocky relationship, so I think they kind of team up to try to find the dad and husband. So I'm very excited about it and I can't wait to talk about it with the rest of the whiners. So if you guys want to read that with us, definitely check it out with us. So those are all the books that I'm hoping to read in March. This was definitely a chaotic TBR video. Thank you again to everyone who sent me coordinates. That definitely took a while, but yeah, and remember that Alatsue is my priority for the month, so I have to read that this month or else I get a punishment. I am very excited to finally read that book. But yeah, let me know if you've read any of these books, what you thought about them, which ones should I prioritize aside from Alatsue. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon with another video soon. Bye!